Let's talk about what's happening in the markets right now and what's happening in the fund, because, Cathie, it's been said that you are in the toughest battle of your career right now. Not only are you fighting against the market momentum, you're also trying to halt huge losses and outflows. So I want you to address this for us. What is the message to investors here? Do you think that the street is just getting you wrong, or is it time to concede that mistakes have been made?
So let's put in perspective. You mentioned 60%, which is absolutely right. We have been in a terrible bear market for innovation. Hard to understand, but terrible bear market for innovation. However, if you look from the bottom of the coronavirus to that peak in February of 21, we were up 358%. Why? Because innovation solves problems, right? Now we're down 60%. And we have a whole new set of problems, certainly coming out of Russia and Ukraine. If you look at our strategy over a 5-year period, look at the last 5 years, I'm not quite sure what the numbers are, but they are well above our minimum hurdle rate of return, which is 15% at a compound annual rate. And I think over 3 years, we're closer to 25%. So that helps put our performance into perspective. You know, this is a period, if you believe in innovation, and that innovation does solve problems. We had a preview of that after the COVID crisis, when our strategies in the span of a month, many of the stocks were taken down 75% because either they were burning cash or they had low cash cushions. But guess what? Those were the genomics companies that were going to get us out of the coronavirus. And today, what do we have? We have all kinds of problems, the latest of which is Russia, Ukraine, and all of the commodities coming out of that area, especially hitting Europe. I think we're going to be looking at a lot of demand destruction and substitution into innovation. Electric vehicles as opposed to gas-powered vehicles would be the biggest one. We also have labor shortages all over the place. Again, automation. This is innovation at its best, and it's being turbocharged by this environment as the market is really hitting our stocks. So I think if you were to look at the next 5 years, and if you were to give us that 5-year investment time horizon, we are the closest you'll find to a venture capital fund in the public equity markets. If you were to give us that 5 years, given our expectations for growth in these new technologies, I think we're going to see some spectacular returns.